What's up, Banana Bunch? Bunch? Bunch?
Welcome to the Jungle Gyms Podcast.
What's up, Banana Bunch? Welcome. You know what time it is? It's time for the Jungle Gyms Podcast. I'm your host, Mark, and guess what? You've made it. This is our 100th episode. I said I'd do something special for all of us, but it turns out I just did something special for me. I'm hanging out at the Jungle Gyms pool out front of the Fairfield store right now. And hey, before I go further, this whole episode is a clip show, right? So I picked some of my favorite bits and some bits that you all requested to me online. It's gonna be great. So I'm gonna kick this off with a little musical interlude first. Here's a performance from my pal Grandace right in the WJJI studio.
Are you into doing some music?
You know what? I think we can make that happen. Shout out Jungle Gyms. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wake up feeling like new breakfast. 1 foot, I step in and check it. Devil in the veil, you appeal to the guest list. Everything I steal and accept it. Everything you feel is a message made brand new. You stay with the coupe, I'm facing the truth. Lose sleep in the past, say bourgeoisie, now made in Japan. Lay with a man, they pay you to stand for days in the mansion. Days by the loneliest. Numbers since feedback from trauma. Reset my guidance, I live in silence. Magical run of my life, yeah, you tried. In middle school, you and Osiris, wondering how you dividing, yeah. You cannot prosper. Sky decking full of the lobster. Girl, watch your nostrils. Honey, cocaine is your life. I will not say how to spend it. Chip off the edge, you get dizzy. Imparting strings of your passion. There's love in my room while you're bagging to stay. I pray while I send you away. Yeah. Please be okay.
Heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Heard you was off of this. Baby, talk to me. Talk to me. Don't try. Baby, talk to me. Heard you was off of this quick. Baby, talk to me. Burn it all quick. Baby, talk to me. Yeah.
You got tornadoes inside like the feds. Burn out your papers as fast as you can. I'll keep on standing as long as my ear don't give up on me. Take you straight to the 90s like Sicily. We're divided by minus, you pay for the trip. And I pour you some cider, I realize my happiness. Lord, if it gets here, it's only a season. It'll take your depression and put it on ice. Cameras are nice, out with the price. We not the people that worry about lights. I graduated, my problems come with me. Matter of fact, they score magna cum laude. They prescription wash it away with some Sade, They see this melanin shining, Serotonin say decline,
I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride. Sipping the pride. I heard you sipping the pride.
Yeah, but if you're gonna sip it, you gotta make sure you got your pinky up so you can be professional. It's crucial. Shout out to all the pinkies out there in the world. Better than the thumbs. Shout out Spy Kids too. Giving all the shout outs today. Yeah, Spy Kids was foundational.
Whoa. Thank you so much, Grandace. It was a great performance. Coming up next, this is one of the first things I ever recorded when I got hired by Jungle Gyms. This is my first taste test I was really curious about this fruit, and I decided, oh, the elephant's getting wild out here. I decided that it would be great if I could teach you all how to eat the rambutan too. So check this out.
Hey Mark, it's time for the Taste Test. And now it's time for the Taste Test.
All right, everyone. Like I said, it's time for the taste test. So this is the rambutan. If you had not Googled it while I was telling you all of the sweet facts about it, I'm going to move the mic away a little bit and I'm going to shout at it just so I can see what I'm doing. Now, like the catch here, you look at this and it's like, how do I eat that? It looks spiky. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make a slight incision into the skin. It's kind of thick, so don't be afraid about cutting too far. But you can see I got a decent little chop in there. And then what I would recommend, if you can, again, using as close to proper knife skills as possible, we're just going to keep making little incisions around the skin. So as you turn around. And then, the moment of truth. Look at that. A beautiful peeled fruit. So we mentioned it has a sort of a sweet, custardy taste as I continue to break the skin off. And remember, don't eat the skin. I said it like 80 times in the lead up to this. Don't eat the skin. And don't eat the seed. But let's try it. Let's see what I think. Feels kind of like a grape. It looks like one too. That is delicious. Okay, so texture-wise, it's very similar to a grape, but tougher, like a tough grape, like a grape wearing a leather jacket, a spiky leather jacket in this case. Inside, you can see the seed. So again, don't eat it, but that's really good. It's really sweet. It is a little creamy. They mentioned a custardy taste. I don't really get the custardy texture or taste, but it's like a thick grape, but sweeter, almost like it tastes like candy. Like I'm wondering now how many times we have synthesized fruits in this family, like the lychee, the longan, and the rambutan. I'm wondering how many times we in American candy production have synthesized this because it has a very familiar sweet taste to it. What a good start to the taste test. I'm really glad this was delicious. Can you imagine if it wasn't and I had to lie to all of you? This is fun. That's what's like one of the most fun things about Jungle Jim's. We get to try all this delicious stuff. Oh, okay, don't do what I just did. So in trying to peel off around the skin, it looks like I peeled some of the seed layer. So I'm going to try and avoid that as best as possible, but I am very much enjoying this and hope I get to eat more of it. I will do whatever it takes to eat more of this. That's good. I highly recommend this. Yeah. So you learn a little something new every day. That's the best part of the show, right? That's why you like the taste test. So while I'm sitting here awkwardly peeling the seed out so I can continue eating it, what kind of things would you like me to try in the store? Let me know. I'm waving. We've got customers out here all the time. I'm right in the middle of the store. You can see people all the time watching the show. Time for a taste test. But let me know, what kind of things do you want to see me try? What do you want to learn about in the store? Are there certain things that you're interested in? You can send me an email at podcast@junglejims.com, and I'll tell you all about it. If you enjoyed the taste test, make sure to tune in to the Jungle Jim's podcast wherever you get podcasts. New episodes come out on Wednesdays.
You know, folks, one of the most requested and favorite bits over the last few years was this one I'm about to play here. It's actually one of our more serious bits, and it was when, right when the Ukraine war started, Jungle made a really cool offer. It came out on the podcast. We did a bunch of news stuff, but this is a little chat between me and the Jungle Jim himself about the war in Ukraine, and a really kind offer from him.
Jungle, welcome back, baby.
Hey, thank you. You know, I'm sure that everybody's watching the TV and they're glued to it, and it's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And I think the refugee problem is going to, this is me, what do I know, right? I'm just telling you, watching TV as a regular citizen, I think this thing is going to really go crazy. I think it's going to get a lot bigger, and numbers are going to be staggered, because I think people are realizing that he's just going to circle these cities and level them.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody thought that was, I never thought that. I thought the whole thing would be like, oh my God, the whole world's looking on this. Watch what you're doing, but I don't think he cares. But anyway, and you're looking at Poland and a lot of these countries just taking these people and feeding them and taking the responsibility, and it's really wonderful. And when I was watching TV, I saw people rushing into Poland, and I saw this husband and wife holding a cardboard sign, and it said, "We'll take 8 people from Denmark."
Yeah.
So, me not being real good at geography, ran up there and looked. My God, Denmark's pretty far away.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything of it. And I'm walking around. I'm in my house. I'm walking through my house, and I'm looking. I'm thinking, all my kids are gone. I got this house with 4 bedrooms sitting there, and I kept on getting that flashback with, "We'll take 8 people." So I started thinking, why can't I take people?
I
have an empty house. I would love to try to help these people. And I'll gladly take my kids' old furniture out of there and get bunk beds.
Yeah.
So I told my wife, I said, I got a crazy idea. And she's watching TV, and she said, what? I told her, and she just looked at me and said, it's her house. This is a big involvement.
Sure.
And I looked at her and I said, she goes, well, don't do it next week because I'm babysitting. So I left, and then this morning I went in there and I looked at her again, and I says, I'm going to do this. And she just looked at me like green light. So all I'm saying is I'll take 2 families, I'll pay for their air flights to get here and their air flights to go back. I don't know what that means. I don't know where it'll go, but that's all I really have to say.
That's amazing, Jungle. You got a big heart. I love that.
It's not that big. I mean, doing what I just said, it's like this big compared to what other people are going to.
Sure.
And I know people, especially in America. Get this thing going. I don't want to be the one behind it. I just want to be part of it. If someone wants to grab a hold of this, I'm just telling you, I'll take 2 families, I'll pay the airfare, and I'll pay it to get them back.
Beautiful.
So somebody else take a hold of this. I'm more than happy to be part of it.
That's awesome, Jungle. Well, we appreciate that. And thanks for coming down here to tell everybody, too.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen. Beautiful.
Jungle, I love working for you. I love that you made such a kind offer there. I'm excited to meet all of your new house guests. Now, throughout the course of the show, you've heard me say things where I'm always reaching out to the audience to get involved. And I wanted to do some unorthodox food pairings, which I don't think any of us like the verbiage on that, but it was funny to me. And thankfully, one of my oldest and best friends, I dropped the microphone, oldest and best friends came out to make a sandwich he'd been threatening to feed us for a very long time. Let me introduce you to my pal Steiny and one of the weirdest things I've ever eaten on the show.
Well, I think we cannot bury the lead on this one, Steiny. Why don't you tell us the sandwich that you'd like to make today, and maybe how it came about?
So I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I want to say I was probably around the age of becoming a teenager, 12, maybe 13. My parents were out for the afternoon, and it may have been during the summer. And I wanted something to eat, didn't want necessarily just peanut butter and jelly. I don't think I was confident enough to use the stove to cook a grilled cheese sandwich because I know something probably would have happened. So I decided, okay, well, what do we got? And I saw that there was a couple of Arby's sauce packets in the drawer. I saw a slice of cheese. We definitely had the peanut butter. I was like, oh, that might be interesting. I thought, well, what if I combine the whole together? And
I'm interested.
So that's kind of what started this.
That's amazing. And you have been, I got to be honest with everybody, Adam's been telling me this for years that it's good. He swears it's good. And there's that part of me that, like so many of these kinds of creations, like mustard and watermelon, right? It's not the first thing that comes to mind when you're thinking about a food combo, right? But at the same time, it does sound, on paper, there's part of me that's like, okay, you get the bread element, you get like kind of the like the salty protein in the peanut butter, and you get the cheese element, which, I think I talked recently on the show about how American cheese is just sort of like creamy salt goo. So it doesn't really have a specific flavor. So there is part of me that thinks that this might be delicious, but then there's also part of me that thinks that I'm incredibly glad I have immediate access to a trash can just in case. So,
well, it was cheesy, tangy, sweet, and spicy.
Yeah, it's that famous cooking
sort of
book,
like,
cheesy, tangy, sweet, and spicy.
Exactly. Yep, exactly.
I'm so excited to do this. I'm so glad that we have a function from. I am not joking when I say it's been at least 20 years. We're going to do this one of these days, and then now I just happen to have a popular food podcast, so we can describe it. So you had a couple specific requests. I'll go through, and everything we were able to get at Jungle Gyms except for one item. Although at some point pre-pandemic, it may have been available here, but. I'll just run down the list. Are we using creamy or crunchy before I say it out loud?
Creamy.
Creamy. Okay. Well, I had both just in case. All right. So we're going to use a nice white bread. We've got a layer of creamy peanut. And am I doing the correct layering too?
Yes.
All right. Bread, creamy peanut butter. I'm sorry. I can't stop. Creamy peanut butter, slice of American cheese. Then I'm assuming Arby's sauce goes on the other side of the bread, right?
Well, you kind of put it in between, and I smush it together with the cheese and the peanut butter.
Honestly, I think maybe we should watch you make this one first, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a little extra angle on this, too, just to be safe, because I really want to see you add those layers. So, Steiny, why don't we get started here? We got the nice bread already ready to go. So, we'll first up the peanut butter?
Yeah.
Spread it up.
So
walk me through this creative process, Stein Fieri.
So, if I can remember... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was probably on at the time. And I was digging that and Shredder and listening to Bebop and Rocksteady going at it. So
that's right, boss. You got to talk like that because I'm pretty sure that's what they sounded like.
I can't do the voices.
No, me either. They're making turtle soup. I know they didn't say turtle properly. That's
exactly.
for sure.
So what you want to do is make sure you got enough peanut butter on both sides. You don't have to go too thick.
Okay. See, I was already at a loss for that. I didn't realize that we were going 2 sides of peanut butter.
Yeah,
Let me get a little tighter on that. Oh, yeah. It's looking good. Okay. We got an even spread here. And then I'm going to try. That's beautiful. Look at that little face. Okay, so peanut butter up first. I'll do mine when you're all done. I'll do a quick pause so I can catch up.
So the next step really is you want your Arby's sauce packet.
Okay.
And you can drizzle a little bit
my
on there
gosh.
like this.
Somebody's watching this right now just like, I can't believe this is a thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just put that sauce right on there, Steinman.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. It looks horrible. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. Right now, it looks like you made a peanut butter and strawberry jelly sandwich. And yeah, but one of those in my nightmares. Now, I went classic Land O'Lakes, yellow American. I thought the color would really add a little zhuzh to this. Smart. Okay. So, I thought you were going to have some sort of special cheese placement, to be honest with you.
No, not really.
Now, anything else? Are you going to use your fork to evenly spread the Arby's sauce out or anything like that?
Nah.
Okay.
Smash it together.
All right, let me make mine real fast.
All right.
Can't believe we're doing this. I'm just going to pull the clip from Mr. Show where they're making the peanut butter, eggs, and dice sandwich.
What's wrong, Bob? You get another weird sandwich?
Leave him alone.
I think this one is peanut butter, and an egg, dice. Isn't that a sponge in there? Yeah.
Well, everyone, this is the moment of truth. This is something that has been, you are witnessing a pretty historic moment in our friendship, but also ultimately a historic moment in the Jungle Gyms podcast. Would you like to cut yours first? What do you think? Yeah. I'm a diagonal kind of guy. I feel like that's definitely the move in this. Ooh, that is a slimy sandwich.
Gotta
Steiny.
press it down.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, gosh. I really like the way it oozes out of the... Here, I'll put it on my plate. I really like the way it oozes out of the back of the sandwich. Ugh, here we go. Have you had one of these recently? I should ask that.
No, it's been
a long time? Cool, so you could be wrong. Yeah. I love it. No, I'm here for it. Let's go. I hate to say you kind of got it. Mama, I'm mad at myself for feeling that way. There's a lot going on here. But it is kind of good. The crazy part is that the American cheese almost disappears in this. I almost think you could just make a case for peanut butter and Arby's sauce sandwiches. Everyone watching this, I gotta tell you, it's kind of good. He's right. Here's what it is. When what a sentence. When the Arby's sauce mixes with the peanut butter, it almost hits like a Thai peanut sauce note. Like you kind of hit that end. I'm like, oh, that's exotic. Mm-hmm. And the cheese just keeps it moving. Adds a little salt. Now, part of me is like, we got to do this, but better at some point. We got to, if anyone out there is watching,
Make
is
it
like
grilled.
Oh man, yeah, no, I would love to.
And extra cheese.
Yeah, I think a little more cheese couldn't hurt. I'm gonna this is a pretty wet bite in the back. Let's find out. The front note of the bite tastes like Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a wet, goopy sandwich. This is kind of weird. Look, I don't know if this is going to end up in my traditional sandwich rotation personally.
Yeah.
However, if I were 12 years old, had no access to the stove or oven, I would probably try to make this too. What do you think? This is your... Oh, you already ate the first half.
It's gone. Granted, I haven't had lunch today. So
yeah. It's okay. You're like allowed to. You're allowed to like the sandwich.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. You know what? I'll take another bite just for posterity's sake. I don't know if I feel like the cheese is necessary. I know I said that, but you're onto something with the spicy peanut butter sandwich here. I honestly think, really, part of me is like, I bet if you used a honey peanut butter and this same combo, we get a little more of the sweet for real. It'd be pretty balanced.
Maybe some, trying to think.
I'm just trying to think of how many years we've been like, this is going to be terrible. And then it's like, oh, it's actually kind of all right.
You could probably do Sprouts.
Yeah. At this rate,
honey peanut butter.
I'm going to eat whatever terrible thing
and then
you
it's
come
traditionally the Thai sandwich. Yep.
Oh, my gosh. And it's really funny because I'll drop this little note at the end and everybody will be like, why didn't you interview him about this? I was like, with you having spent a good amount of time over in Thailand.
Yeah.
But this is a reason to bring you back. Adam, thank you for sharing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like Adam both want to encourage all of you, everyone that's reached out to me, let's reschedule. If you're feeling better now, I want you all to come in. I want to try these odd food pairings that you've done. I keep using the word unorthodox because I want to encourage people to come try stuff. But seriously, tell me what weird combos of food you eat that you're like, I don't know about this. I got a good one. I had a buddy. I won't spoil it on the show yet, but I'll tell you as soon as we're done recording.
All right.
I'm really curious about it. Why am I compelled to keep biting it? Is it just because it's here?
Just got to finish it, yeah.
Oh, man, do I have to?
But as Mark said, share your gift with all. Come in, show these food pairings. It's the only way to go.
That's right. We could probably get all the ingredients here at Jungle Jim, so it should be a lot of fun. Adam, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being part of this.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
It was great. Yeah, you're a pleasure.
All right, this is probably the most requested bit for this thing, and I just cut up a couple of quick clips from it. You all remember when I bathed in 25 gallons of Gold Star chili? Thank you. I remember, so here's some clips from the chili bath. The ultimate, the most Cincinnati thing a person who is not from Cincinnati could ever do. Woo! Are we ready? Can you all hear me out there yet? I'd like to thank my high school girlfriends who said no one would ever cheer when that happened. Oh, it's colder the further I get in. Here we go. Is this way how you thought your life would go? Oh, yeah. Here, go ahead and just pour it onto my feet and legs. Yeah. This is a little bit about my inch. Oh, God, it feels weird. It feels so weird. I'm shocked more people didn't ask to be in here. A little water, warm it up. So we're adding a little water just to keep the temp up. Oh. It's a family establishment-ish. I'd like to shout out my mom and sister for being here today. If you see them, apologize on my behalf. Oh, baby, we're getting ridiculous in here. Gold Star came through and turned into a hero, and I thought I would do Gold Star Proud today. One of my favorite ingredients in the Coney game. I could hear that.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll let Chris cut through real fast.
All these kids are like, Mom, I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want in there.
And all the parents are like, this is never happening in our house. However, I thought I should, in the interest of, how do I draw this?
Oh, you're good. Wow.
Is it pretty good?
Gold Star's going to be so happy.
Listen.
They're going to be like, wow. Yeah, we sponsored this?
Yeah, it was all chili related. Get a napkin for my right hand. I didn't think that through at all. Do we think this is going to really stain the tub? I've accepted my body will be forever changed.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Spicing things up in the Jolly Plumbing tub.
That is a lot more hot sauce than I expected.
Hold up. Okay, I can say that was a first. I've never flung hot sauce at anybody or poured it on them in a tub.
And that's what Jungle Gyms is all about, is firsts. We want to be the first. If you know what? We're on the cutting edge of food, and this is really one of those things that we're on the cutting edge of. Is
Yeah,
bathing
this
in
is
chili.
quite an experience.
All right, you've seen me bathe in chili. Now you've seen me bathe in water. Let's take another quick musical interlude. A performance from my friends in St. Mary, St. Michael, coming to you live from the WJJI studio here at Jungle Gyms International Market in Fairfield, Ohio.
I'm standing in the middle of yet another crowd. I feel my eyes get heavy, all I want is sleep. Looking on a sea of empty faces, filled with hopes and fear. The table shifting round, louder than I'd care. Are you there? Can you hear me? Are you there at all? I drift along the current, I scream my silent question. No one seems to notice that I just want to feel the fingerprints of warm hands, knowing that you hear me. You listen to my story, help me carry on. Are you there? Can you hear me? Are you there at all? Are you there? Can you hear me? Are you there at all? deeply. I just want to feel, and I just need to know. Are you there? Can you hear me? Are you there at all? Are you there? Can you hear me? Are you there at all?
Here's a secret for you. Want to see me try one of the strangest things on the show? Great. Well, around Halloween, local Cincinnati brewery Urban Artifact put out a trick-or-treat hard seltzer line where some seltzers were treats and some were tricks. Well, I invited my pal Christian Gill, who you may know from the Food Network, and one of my favorite coworkers, Victoria, to come down and try these with me. Were they good? Mostly. Enjoy the trick.
Welcome. So there's you got the Victoria and Christian cam right there. Wave to everybody.
Hey.
What do you do here at Jungle Gyms?
I do a lot of different things. So I started out with like property management, and now I'm doing a little bit of store operations, a little bit of development, pop, you name it, it needs to be done.
Podcasting.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Well, you have an interesting job. You're always floating, and I thought this was funny today. I mean, we just ran into Christian accidentally, so it was like, well, let's add him in here. But I thought it'd be fun because you and I have joked about doing some of these tasties together. I know you're a seltzer fan, so I thought that would be a really good time for us to dive in on this stuff too. So, realistically, what flavor did you get?
It's toffee chip.
Toffee chip.
I got a toffee
chocolate
chip.
milk or white milk? Did they even ask?
They didn't ask. I got white milk, malt, and toffee chip.
Oh, that sounds. Oh, malt.
Yeah.
Malt. I'm here. Malt always over shake. I love your style.
It feels right.
It does feel right.
Feels right.
Well, here's the deal with these treats today, right, everyone? So the trick is this: as they write on the outside of the box, there's 6 cans in the box. I looked at the wrong camera. There's 6 cans in the box. We've got 2 tricks, 4 treats, and what will you get? I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna grab. This is the, let's see here. Oh, this is so cute. This is the we're going with first. It's got a little, but it's great. I won't read you all of this, but on the can, they've got their height, their weight, and their interests. Let's break into this. If you all would be so kind as to pass me your glasses. I also wanted to bring glassware for each of us. I went classic pint glass. You went with wine glass. You went with the fancy beer, Christian. Love your style. So,
I'm a very fancy person.
I would say for the sake of this game, let's not smell them first. Until you tried. You know what I mean?
You're no fun.
Well, I felt like it could go bad.
Wait. Are they all going to be pitch black? What is going on?
I mean,
That's
maybe.
an interesting color.
I hope
It's
so.
a very interesting
Well,
color.
I'm a little bit terrified.
I mean, there could be activated charcoal in here. This kind of has it's a super elusive color.
I love it.
It's black, but then it's green.
Well,
I can't smell it. I'm not allowed.
Not yet. We'll do that. Take the sip first, then you can smell it.
Okay.
I just want to get their reactions. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sorry, I've got short arms. I think that's a treat, right?
No, I think that's not
I
fun.
think that's a trick.
I think that's a trick.
I can't tell. I'm like,
that.
oh, smelling it. It's a trick.
I mean, it's like,
what do you think that is?
Drinkable, but
it's incredibly tart.
Definitely not the worst thing I've ever tasted, but
I'm glad for that.
But on the list?
Yeah.
Okay. What'll be funny is what if you get through what if you get to the third one? You're like, that's also a trick. I sipped it and I was kind of like, it's almost like root beer.
It has the smell of like sarsaparilla, and I think maybe that's what this one is going for, is like a birch beer or sarsaparilla, but like on the bitter, like not drinkable side, the laughable side.
The laughable side, the trick side.
But now the fun part's going to be when, Urban Artifact calls us and goes, hey, you dorks. That was a real flavor. And we're like,
that's part of the whole game.
Part of the game.
Scott knew what he was getting into when he said this was fine. Also, shout out Keisha. Thank you for delivering it for me. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Oh, I just crushed mine, just in case.
Did. You're a champ. And just in case, it's delicious.
Could you make that noise into the microphone?
That definitely
maybe on the
was
next
a trick.
one.
That had to have been.
I hope they're all tricks. I think that would be hilarious.
I was kind of worried that maybe because I had this toffee chip malt
I'm
shake
smelling this.
that
That it would throw you?
That it was going to throw me, but no, we were all on the same page. Oh.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
That looks fun. Here, I'll just pass the can so you guys, it's stupid the other way. Which one is that? Is that, what's it say on it?
I can't read.
Oh, cool. Oh, that is not a cryptid I'm familiar with.
I am not either. He's 6'6", he weighs a lot, and he likes long hikes and parkour.
Cool.
Hardcore.
Hardcore parkour.
Interesting.
I cheated and I did smell it a little bit, but I think this is so much fun. I feel like more. Never mind. For a split second, as I like barely read it, I was like, oh, man, bear pig.
Mapinguari, he's an Amazon 1930s cryptid.
I'm into it.
This is kind of cool, just because like one of the podcasts that I've been listening to a lot lately, Old Gods of Appalachia. You make that fancy
I'm just
face
being
at
silly.
me.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're not listening to the show that you're on.
No, one of them.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Drink 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So I think this is like a tart orange.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's almost like an orange soda seltzer.
Yeah, like an orange cream.
Yeah, I get that. That's a treat.
I like that. It's a treat.
Yeah,
Not
that's good.
bad.
I love the color too.
The hit was a no.
1735, New Jersey. She gave birth to a hooved, bat-winged creature.
Yes.
Named after me. I am the. Oh, weight is 200 to 300 gabagools.
Gabagool.
We got to all do the hand together.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna keep cheating on the
I'm
smell.
going for a color on this one. It's also orange. Okay.
But it's
Kinda
softer
hoping it was,
orange. It's like
red.
Yeah, it's like a in between. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna be mad about it at this point. I keep cheating too. It's sometimes hard to tell because like the way they brew, they're using all these like. I'm going to speak incorrectly on it, so I probably just shouldn't. But the way it's brewed, there's often some similar scents across some of their beers anyway, from I'm assuming whatever cultures they use to make it sour. Brett, come on the show sometime and explain this to me so I don't sound like an idiot.
Smells like bubble gum.
I think that's the flavor.
Is that the flavor?
It's like sour bubble gum. Little funky gum. So the first one, now that I've tried like treats for real, the first one is a trick. You know, what I like about Urban Artifacts is I always feel like they are the, at least in the local space, I feel like they're always for the advanced palate. You know what I mean? Because their flavors are simply complex as well, to use one of your expressions. But they do that good thing where they've got like, you know, there's a lot of flavors happening here. And again, if you're comparing this to something like White Claw, which has like a very artificial taste, you'll notice there's a little more real, a little more funk to it, a little funkatorium.
We want the
Not tasting like some TV static next to a glass of lemonade.
Right.
Yeah, that's got some sour bubble yum going on.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I think you're right.
All right.
And now we have to sing The Devil in Jersey City.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Jersey bound.
Let's crack open the next one. What do you got there, Christian?
I've got the
Ooh. It's actually pronounced
Goatman.
Is a family of lawyers out of New York.
1980s Kentucky. Its hypnotic croon kept them frozen on the tracks. Sorry. Its hypnotic croon kept them frozen on tracks. Goatman.
Thank you. You have to say it in the proper
There it
Appalachian
is.
speak.
He's 8 foot tall, 310 pounds, or as I like to say, 5 tobaccos. And his interests be carpentry, karaoke, and being the because he's the.
Ooh,
let's get that. Let's
crack
get
it
that
open,
track.
baby.
Kobe.
Ooh, that was a good sound.
That was crisp.
That's why we keep the thing on it. Oh.
Okay. All right.
Might be a trick.
We'll find out. Let's get this pour on. All right, we're getting.
That's paler.
I like that. It's like paling out, as it were. Kind of like if you lined up you, me, and Victoria.
Getting paler.
We're going to paling out. I don't want to smell this one since you guys made funny faces.
I still haven't smelled it.
It's
just giving it a little.
It's either candy corn,
which that
It
is a
smells
trick, even if it's
caramelly.
intended to be a
smells
treat.
caramelly or like
Oh,
caramel,
it
like
does smell really good. It's almost like when you get, when you drive by the Flavor Factory N75
Yes,
and you
it's
get
like
the
that.
good night.
You get
and
the
you're
good night
like,
to cup
good.
yours.
Yeah, it's like some nights it's this, and some nights it's like, oh, I didn't know they made butterscotch hot dogs that were burnt.
It says the butterscotch.
It smells
Definitely.
good. Yeah, I think that's caramel.
Yeah.
Or, stay with me,
Yeah.
kettle corn.
Okay, I could see that.
Like,
Yeah, and keep thinking stick it in the Halloween.
yeah, like butterscotchy, like kettle corn. Like I'm getting maybe a little bit of candy corn, but more butterscotch.
I would.
This is my favorite so far.
Same. I want this in the regular urban rotation. And then imagine the variants you could do with this, like a caramel vanilla sour like this.
Add a little chocolate
And don't they
in
kettle
there.
sour? Ooh. What are you thinking? Use your food tasting skills.
Like I'm also getting like praline.
Yeah, I
like a pretzel praline. It's I don't know. There's definitely the butterscotches there.
There's a lot going on in that last one. I'm here for it. All right, what do we got next?
Now the cans are random, right? Like so you'll never get the same ones.
That's my understanding. So if that's wrong, I'll run a subtitle here that says I was wrong.
Gotcha.
I just
Did you
smelled
say-
a closed
Oh
can.
my god.
Oh my gosh.
There's no smoke in this room. We haven't been blazing. But
Yeah, I
somehow
know,
I
right?
smell a closed
Oh
can.
my gosh. Well, that's I have a bag of trick or treat edibles where
There it
some
is.
of them work, and then this one's got a little funk on it from the distance.
Oh, this one's
Oh,
already.
boy.
Oh,
What color is it? Green.
That's
the color,
a fun green.
The color is all yellow.
Yeah. Shout out to
5
Urban
and
Artifact
blue.
for the fun colors. This is awesome.
1955, Ohio. Noticing the salesman, they waved their wand.
Of salesmen.
He is 4'2". His weight is 680,000 tadpoles.
Oh my God.
Interests are roller skating and spirituality.
Oh, I hate that one a lot. That was definitely a trick.
I'm thinking the green ones are all tricks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that smells.
Just here's my recommendation.
Smells like onions.
Take the entire thing at once, because I don't have anywhere to pour it out.
I got
What's
my
with you?
I got my milkshake.
I almost want to sip it after that. It's pretty bad.
built
I mean,
this
it is
whole podcast
it is a
room.
successful trick for sure. I might cut. It's that.
All right. This is a horrible idea.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna take
we're
50
almost to the
Claritin.
last one, folks.
That's disgusting.
Oh, that was a trick. It's egg, right?
It's onion.
It's
Is onion?
It's
It tastes like durian almost. It's like the way durian has that like sweaty sock, moldy onion smell.
It's a little
It's giving
spicy
me
on the
like-
back end.
like spoiled egg salad.
I definitely get rotten egg for sure.
All right, that was a great one. I almost lost my microphone again. Don't bring electronics around water, kids. All right, but I thought it would be really important if I could get everything in Jungle Gyms pediatrician approved. So I reached out to Dr. Karen, and here's what she told us.
Something, Karen, I thought would be funny or fun, maybe both. It's the stem of the word. Do you think maybe you'd be willing to come around the store with me for a minute? Maybe give me a few pediatrician approved items?
Oh, I would love to.
Okay, let's throw our hands up and go for it.
All right, Dr. Karen. So, you know, at Jungle Gyms, we're hanging out right now in our produce department. And for those of you, if you're watching the show, you probably know this. But, you know, we carry in all kinds of, we're over here in international produce. I'm hanging out with some dragon fruits and things of that nature. But, you know, obviously we want to encourage people to try all kinds of things here. So my question to you would be like, do you have some thoughts on the American kids diet?
You know, I think that we don't give our kids enough credit. You know, all across the world, cultures don't really cater to kids' taste, what we think that they want. So, you know, I think our menus can, like at restaurants at home, can really expand past the chicken tenders and French fry hamburger palette. You know, so I think what we should be doing is encouraging our children to be curious about food. We already want them to be curious about other things. And so Jungle Gyms is such an opportunity to be able to do that. You know, you can bring your kids here. Obviously, there's lots of things to entertain them along the way, but they can pick out an interesting fruit or an interesting vegetable, and then you can learn together about how to prepare that. And I think it just really expands their culinary horizons, and I think that's a good thing.
All right, I'm thinking that's a pediatrician approved. Let me get one.
Pediatrician approved.
All right, Dr. Karen, I'll throw a little, I don't know why I'm doing the Conan head wobble thing. He's great, that's why. You know, we're over here in the bakery, got a lot of fresh baked goods, and my question is, sweets, kids love sweets, that's got to be pediatrician approved, right?
You know, anything in moderation is okay, but I would say it's definitely not dentist approved. And also probably after a whole slice of cake like this, probably not parent approved either.
Okay, we're over here. I think we found some of the fun play sets. Karen, it's time. What did you find for us?
All right, this right here, this Melissa and Doug's doctor's kit, approved, like 100%.
It looks amazing. It's got 25 pieces. Realistic doctor's instruments. I'd like you, I know you've already approved it, but now I'm going to really make you dive in. What are we thinking on the instruments?
Actually, these are quite realistic. Here's a reflex. There's a reflex hammer here. There's an otoscope, which is where you use to check the ears. I don't know why there are scissors on this, what looks like a suture kit, but the placement might be a little bit off. But these are definitely real instruments that would actually really help children get prepared to go see a doctor.
What is the what's the menu card for?
Oh, I'm guessing this is actually just to tell patients and their parents who buy their food for them what are the healthy foods, kind of like food pyramid kind of things.
All right, so I see, we got a lot of stuff here. Where are the leeches?
That's probably in a separate box that you have to buy, an additional set.
Not a fan of DLC. So, Dr. Karen, we're sitting here now with some of our multivitamins and supplements and things of that nature. I went with Trolls gummies. You got what, the Flintstones?
The classic Flintstones.
Yeah, exactly. And growing. That was, remember that commercial?
No.
That's our age gap. Cool. Now that I feel officially old. No, all kidding aside, Karen. So I wanted to ask, we were talking about diet and health of children. What's your take on vitamins and all that stuff?
Obviously vitamins and minerals are important, but I think for most children, as long as they eat a balanced diet, they should be able to get all the vitamins and minerals that they need from their meals. So with supplements, some children do need supplements, and I would say that if there are any supplements that you're planning on starting your child on, I would have a conversation with their healthcare professional first.
Healthcare professional. So what do you say? Pediatrician approved? Jungle Gyms is not just about the food itself. We love doing festivals here, and this is a festival I got to be pretty hands-on that we did last year. It was called Fizz Fest. It was a non-alcoholic beverage sampling event, kind of the first of its kind, a very innovative, creative thing. And I'm not just saying that because I got to be involved with it, but I am saying it because I got to be involved with it. So here's a little highlight reel from Fizz Fest in 2022. Reporting to you, hey, since Mark here from the Jungle Gyms what the fuck do I do for a living? Hey, Cincinnati, Mark here from the Jungle Gyms podcast, reporting to you live from the Jungle Gyms Fizz Fest, a non-alcoholic beverage sampling event here at Jungle Gyms in Fairfield, Ohio. Ooh, berry lemonade soda from Jones, and I'm here today with the man himself, Casey Jones. Casey, how we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm here. We got a couple different flavors here, not all of them, but we got most of our flavors here.
Do you have a favorite in the lineup so far?
Personal favorite is the one you just tried, the berry lemonade. It's a good flavor.
I was about to interview the bottle instead.
You go ahead.
This is your first fest, right?
It is my first fest here.
Well, welcome to the party, pal. Can you read from your list of facts for me?
Jones Soda was created in Vancouver, British Columbia in 1995 from the visions of Jones Soda founder Peter Van Stolk.
Let's get a little hydrated, get a little moisture in us. Get moist at Fizz Fest. Oh, hey, what drinks are we sampling from UDF today?
You're not sampling drinks, you're sampling ice cream.
Okay, so I'm unfamiliar with your products. Tell me who you are and who you're representing today.
Coca-Cola. We also have 5 Total Boosts. Our partners at AL8 is also here with Body Armor, Powerade, and Monster.
Oh, so we're in Coke Alley right now.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do some Coke. All right, well, we're at Jungle Jim's where you can see it all. And today I'm meeting, I believe, a wizard officially. Is that correct?
Yes, that would be correct, sir.
So is this your first time at Jungle Jim's?
No, I'm actually a regular customer at Jungle Jim's. This is one of the few events I love to go to.
Well, thank you so much for coming out today. You want to tell us a little bit about your outfit today?
Yeah, so I'm actually part of one of the Cincinnati LARPing realms here. We participate in what's called Dagahir or Belagarth. It's an actual combat sort of LARPing. And this is just one of my dress garb.
Do you want me to just drink the whole thing in front of her and see how weird it gets? Get a hint. All right, I'm here with entertainment today, Electric Indigo. The Matts are here. What's up, Matt One?
What's up?
How you doing today? Feeling good? Excited about this?
Yeah, it's going to be a good old time.
Tell me a little bit about the Electric Indigo.
So we're originally from Newport, Kentucky, and it's a kind of an eclectic mix, funk, rock, jazz, all under the umbrella of rock. Gets a little jammy sometimes, but we just try to be entertaining and have a good time ourselves.
You all are really, really fun people, and I really appreciate that, so I'm so excited that you came out. So, Matt, on your birthday, no less today, right?
Yeah, today's my birthday, August 6th.
Oh, congratulations. You made it another year around. Well, it's perfect timing. So why did you agree to get in the dunk tank with me today?
Because I want to swim with you, man.
And swim with me you will do, my friend. Electric Indigo, everyone. Catch them here at Fizz Fest and on the Jungle Jim's podcast. Well, folks, I've got one more segment for you here, but before I get into that, I really want to thank you all so much for not just supporting me, but obviously supporting Jungle Jim's. It's a very unique position here. The show's been incredibly fun to make. I'm having a great time. Here's to 200 more episodes. There's something in my shoe right now, and I hope it's not a Band-Aid. All kidding aside, thank you for supporting the show. Subscribe to us on here. We're making YouTube content. We're making TikTok content. We're doing all this stuff. Listen, I'm going to escape in the grotto. I have not taken a vacation since I met all of you. I'm never coming back at this point. Bye. Thank you. See you in 200 episodes. Woo!
Hey. Body do it for me. About to flip my wrist. Ugh. Shout out Jody. Grand Days. Hey. Yo. Hey. Tropics, I wanna fly to the tropics. I wanna go to a place so remote. Man, they thought I went ghost, they don't know where to find me. I'm finna hop on the boat, take my black ass to the coast to go get a taco. Crazy as hell, think it's a joke. I'm sending shells if it's carne asada. Baby, no problem. I need some stacks to get trapped in my wallet. I hit you back if you send a deposit. Coming for all of this like an audit. I need a bag like I can't carry all this. Roam through the signal and still I can't call it. It don't even matter. Dog, I'm too silent, but you see the drip. The gas got her falling, girl. I gotta dip. I'll be back in the shit. Gotta talk, I'm lit, cause nobody do it for me. I'm about to flip my wrist. I'ma hit you in the morning. I'm about to board my trip. Eyes too red. What you said with the pilot blowing zips, smoking on tropics. I wanna fly to the tropics. Fly to the tropics. I wanna fly to the tropics. I wanna go to a place so remote. Man, they thought I went ghost. They don't know where to find me. I wanna go to a place so remote. Man, they thought I went ghost. They don't know where to find me. Look. I don't pin locations, ayy. Girl, my phone on D&D, miss your notification, ayy. And it's been like that for weeks. I don't plan on changing, ayy. Thought you said it wasn't deep. How you get impatient, ayy? You get ghost like Swayze, ayy. She is not my baby, ayy. Treat that girl like Billie Jean. Think I'm Ernest Haley, ayy. She look back like what you mean. I be golfing daily, ayy. Cause she know my stroke is mean. Arnold Palmer lately, ayy. You just looking for the tea. I need a drink with an umbrella. Get out of the cold cause the sun better, I wrote this at autumn, so I need this money to fall like it's confetti. I'm ready, Look, if it's mine then I'm claiming it, ayy. Bumping that Benji, we aliens, ayy. No Melvin, look shots at your cranium, ayy. That boy a baby, don't play with him, wait. Glow in the dark while I'm radiant, ayy. Can't flow with the sharks, you a baby fish, ayy. She want a baller to pay the rent, ayy. So why didn't I call her back, thank you, miss, ayy. Chris Wallace, how I put my faith in this, ayy. Told my mama I promised to make it big, ayy. Obama campaigns, how we changing shit, wait. About to board on this plane, get away from here, wait, lit, wait. Gotta talk, I'm lit, cause nobody do it for me. I'm about to flood my wrist. I'ma hit you in the morning. I'm about to board my trip. Eyes too red, what you said with the pilot blowing zips. Smoking on, tropics, I wanna fly to the tropics, fly to the, wait, tropics, I wanna fly to the tropics. I wanna go to a place so remote, man, they thought I went ghost, they don't know where to find me. I wanna go to a place so remote, man, they thought I went ghost, they don't know where to find me. Damn, for real. Yeah, that's tropics.
The Jungle Gyms podcast is recorded in the WJJI studio inside Jungle Gyms International Market in Fairfield, Ohio. The Jungle Gyms podcast is produced and hosted by Mark Borison.